Good morning. Happy Teacher Tech Tuesday. Mrs. Bruiser here with your weekly dose of technology in the classroom. I wanted to do a third installment of my Alexa series, and today I thought it would be most useful to share with you how easy it is to create lists on your Echo Dot, and a to-do list is my number one tip that has made my life so much easier, because I'm going through my day and you've got 100 things going on and you're grading papers or you're checking in on students or whatever the case may be, and you think to yourself, oh, don't forget this, and then later on, I don't know about y'all, but when I come back later on, I'm like, oh my gosh, I know I was trying to remember to do something and I always forget what it is. So Alexa has changed my life in that sense, that I don't forget anymore because I just quickly come over and add stuff to my to-do list. So I want to quickly give you a little demonstration on how easy it is to add things to your to-do list or even create and delete lists. So here we go. Alexa, add print tomorrow's homework to my to-do list.
I've added print tomorrow's homework to your to-do list.
Alexa, add post answers to Google Classroom to my to-do list.
I've put post answers to Google Classroom on your to-do list.
All right, so it's that easy to add things to your to-do list. You can also have her remove things that you've already taken care of. I prefer to do that in the app, which I will show you in a moment. But it's also super easy to create a new list. Even if you think you already had one, she'll even ask you if you want to create it. So let me show you that now. Alexa, add pencils to my school shopping list.
I couldn't find a list called school shopping. Should I create one?
Yes.
I've created school shopping list and added pencils to it.
Alexa, add markers to my school shopping list.
Markers added to school shopping.
Okay, so it's that easy to create a list and have her add things. They did add a new feature recently that I love, that you can add multiple things to a list at one time. So that's kind of nice, and I'll show you that in a moment. And then creating lists is really easy, and I have my Echo Dots at home and some here, or my one here at school, and I love it because I can add to my shopping list for my son if he's needing some fruit or some fruit snacks or whatever. If I remember that in the middle of class and I'm near my desk, I can just come add something to my shopping list. And then when I'm at the grocery store, I open my app up and there it is, and I'll show you how that works in a second. But first, let me show you how you can add multiple things at one time. Alexa, add erasers and crayons to my school shopping list.
I have added erasers and crayons to your school shopping list.
Alexa, add Post-its, paper, and note cards to my school shopping list.
I have added Post-it paper and note cards to your shopping list.
Okay. So I'm kind of glad you get to see what happens when she puts things together like that. So I wanted Post-its and paper to be separate, but she said Post-it paper, which does happen sometimes. So I'll show you in the app how to correct that. All right, so the nice thing about having the app is that if it's on your tablet, if it's on your phone, you will have all your lists right at hand. So when you open the app, you can see that mine is set up here. I have my list right on my home screen once it pops up. But if you wanted to get to them, you could also go to the menu bar at the top and click that lists button. So you can see here that I have my lists, but I'm going to view all of them by clicking one more list. Automatically, I believe it creates a shopping list and a to-do list for you. But if you wanted to create other lists, really easy to do. So I'm going to go ahead and open my school shopping list so I can fix that little error because she put Post-it paper. So I'm going to literally just click on the field where that is at, and then delete the word paper and hit enter, and then I can click add item and type in paper, and there we go. So if I took this could be on my phone, it's on my iPad right now, but it looks exactly the same on your phone, just smaller. But if I took my phone to the grocery store and I knew what I wanted to get, the great thing about having this, okay, you open it up and you literally can either delete something by swiping left if you no longer need something, or if you've purchased it, you just swipe to the right and it shows that it's completed on the bottom in case you wanted to re-add it back to a list later. Or you could just tap it and it checks it off. You could then come down if it's completed and either delete it or restore it if you wanted to add it back to your list to repurchase again at a later time. But yeah, lists are really awesome. I love my shopping list, going to the grocery store each day or adding things that I know that I need at the grocery store. And then I have lists like ideas for Instagram, what I want to ask my son's pediatrician, projects I want to do around the house, and things I want to buy from specific stores when I go to them. So lists are super helpful. Let me just show you how easy it is to, you can create a list on here as well. You just hit create list and type up the list. Or I'll show you once I talk to her how it just pops right up and you can see it. So I'm going to add one right here while we're recording this. Alexa, create a planning day list. She didn't hear me. Alexa, create a planning day list.
You already have a list called Planning Day.
Oh.
What should I add to it?
Create chapter 4 vocab window clings.
I've added a Create Chapter 4 vocab window clings to your Planning Day list. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
No.
Okay.
So you can see when you create an initial list using the Echo Dot, she will ask you what you want to add to it, and that way you can, if you want to start off with a few items. I already had a planning day list in here. Apparently she heard me say, that's pretty funny. But yeah, we can easily create lists, and then if you want to get rid of the lists, you just, again, swipe, and you can archive the list. If you do not want these lists anymore in your archive, you can permanently delete them, and it will tell you that it's not going to be undone if you delete a list, or you can leave it there in your archive if you want to maybe bring it back later on. So, creating lists, super easy, super useful. If you have any questions, comments, please message me. Happy Tech Tuesday!